Well, hello, track gang. What is going on out in the world? Welcome to the 2002 Sidetrack Sunday Holiday Show. And, of course, I've got the usual cast of characters hanging out in the basement. So, I'm going to go ahead and swing over real quick and see who all is in the chat. First off, we'll start there, and then I'll come back and, as I know, like I said, I've got some folks in the basement. some folks are hiding out down there. I just realized, boy, I tell you what, the difference between StreamYard and I know I transitioned. Maybe I didn't. Did I not transition over? Should be it should have transitioned. Why did it not transition? Oh, for Pete's sake. That's what it's supposed to be on. This is weird. What the crap is going on here? I understand, folks. I don't know what's wrong. I don't understand what's going on. Because if I look at the screen, if I look at OBS, I've got picture. If I look at StreamYard, I've got picture. I don't know what the heck is going on with YouTube. That's just flat weird.
Hey, Ray.
Hey, man. I don't know.
Well,
I was trying to see if I brought somebody else up, if it would do anything.
It brings me up. So
That's
everybody's getting
interesting.
to look at my cool beard.
Hold on. What the heck is going on here? I get it, folks. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. All right, I'll just bring Jason back up. Yeah.
Okay, if you look in the private chat, Heath has been trying to blow you up, trying to tell you to refresh your browser, that it will not kill the stream.
I don't understand why it.
All right, so Ray's gone now, so I guess I'm in control, which is really interesting because I have no access to the basement. But welcome to the 2022 Holiday Show. I am your, at the moment, host until Ray comes back. And let me tell you, it has been crazy. Hey, there's Ray. Can we hear
I don't understand what any of the pre-show stuff work.
I think.
Does anybody know?
I don't know. But nice hat, by the way. I like the hat.
Here, hold on a minute. Thank you.
Yeah. So
of course, now
Heath wanted to let you know that none of the pre-show. Yeah, none of the pre-show worked.
Nice. But, wonderful.
So great. For everyone out there saying nice beard, thank you. Because I'm seeing that from about 20 people. So
yeah.
All right, Heath is saying start.
And of course, I just went ahead and. No, that's all right. That's all right. Oh man. Speaking of which, since we kind of went out of order here, I wanted to bring John up first, but that didn't happen. Oh man. Jeez.
Well, speaking of John.
Hey, John.
Hey. Good evening, everybody.
Oh, man. Typical. I don't understand. It was working fine. Yeah, welcome to the 2000. Yeah, that's the way this whole year's been. Oh, man. There's Heath.
By 2023,
now we can blame Heath.
It's going to be perfect.
Right. I'm going to hold you to that.
2023 show, everybody just watch out.
Only one problem with this hat. It's hot. Damn. Oh, man. Of course. Here we go.
So the quick.
I have no idea if I got camera or audio over here. I tried to reboot before the show and I got nothing. Like OBS isn't working. I had to go to straight camera. I don't even. Is this thing on? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
You sound
unfortunately
like away from the
it's just been everything. Yeah, everything broke. Everything broke.
Yeah.
Rick, your computer was telling you to go change.
Yeah, it was telling me what?
To go change your outfit.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. This is a family show.
It was hot anyway.
It was a family show.
When was it a family show?
Prior to the tree getting here.
So Ray, do you want to go say hello to everybody while we're doing the intro? For
well, I
show?
would, but the problem is I went ahead and actually shut down YouTube.
Oh,
So I have no idea. This freaking
well, if you're in
computer,
the
I
chat,
swear.
raise your hand and say hello.
You're right. Do I tempt fate and try to bring it back up?
I think that's a big
Go
old
for it,
no.
Ray.
With the way this has been working?
I mean, it's already the perfect start
Oh
to the
my
STS
gosh.
Sunday Holiday Show. I mean, come on.
Three out of 5 of us are having computer
Well, see, the
issues.
thing of it is I had this whole thing. Well, see, the thing of it is originally I had a different song picked out for the intro, but this is what we had instead.
Sounds like a broken ukulele.
Oh man.
Now we got a broken Ray. What the hell's going on here?
No audio, Ray.
No audio, Ray.
Ray keeps
Keith, I think
breaking
your
things.
lights in the background are playing with your their autofocus.
Ray, step away from the
No,
button.
I got it. I
Step away from the buttons, Ray. Don't touch the button.
No, like I was telling the girl, I think I went ahead and bricked the 3D printer that was given to me. So that's yeah, it's kind of like your computer issues there, Rick.
Yeah. I don't know. I just like it was working last week.
We won't talk about.
Yeah,
I
mine
had no
was
idea.
working
I
last
came down
week
here-
too.
I came down here and I figured, you know what? The computer's been running a while. Let me reboot. So I rebooted the machine. Everything came back fine. All of a sudden, I started OBS and I can't get it to do the virtual camera. I don't know why.
Have you guys
Audio
learned
works
nothing from
fine.
me? Don't make any changes right before a show.
I didn't make
Huh?
any changes other than a reboot.
Exactly.
change.
Don't do anything.
Yeah, that was the same thing I did.
I
Same I did,
honestly
Rick.
think I think it's.
What I
it's an
think is
OBS
funny-
28 problem.
Go ahead.
I think it's an.
I
OBS
haven't
28
upgraded
problem.
OBS yet, but you know what was interesting? I was sitting here talking earlier. Once in a while, StreamYard comes up and tells me that I need to be connected to the internet. It thinks I'm on the Wi-Fi for some stupid reason, and I've got it connected to the freaking router right over here.
Oh.
I don't know what its issue is. I think I might try a different streaming thing some other time, but I wasn't going to do that tonight, obviously. But anyway, so what's going on, guys?
Whole lot of everything.
Mm,
Hey Rick, nice outfit.
freaking
Hey,
disaster zone is
Jason,
what it is.
love the beard, brother. Love the beard.
Thank you.
When I get mine that long, I'll be able to do the same. Love it, man. Love it. It's a bit nipply in here, though.
Rick, is your wife going to let you grow it out that long?
Who knows? Did she really want to say it?
Oh no. Yeah, we off the rails already. Well, of course, we started off the rails.
Uh-oh, why am I out of focus? Oh, there we go.
You've been going like this like all night, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
you've
the
been
shine
you've
off
been
the
going
might-
out of focus the whole time. Yeah.
It might be your lights behind you.
Oh. Yeah, maybe if I do this. Hold on. Oh, that's...
We're still making technical changes. we're 10 minutes into the show.
All right, this should help.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, he just turned into a ghost.
Yeah, it's a little bit bright. I need my sunglasses now.
It'll come back around.
Always does.
Well, what do you know? I actually got YouTube back up. Woohoo! And then my computer hasn't crashed yet. Shh.
I put the participants
Now I just have
list
to
in
wait
the
for it to
private
load the
chat
chat.
if you want to read some names. I just want to hear Ray read all
No,
the names.
I actually got it back. I got it back. All right, so far in here, yeah, how many people?
Hold on. If Ray's going to read the names, John should count them out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, he's got some counting to do later, doesn't he? No.
Well,
Oh my gosh. I knew I should have gotten a drink before I started this. All right, so you got Almar, we got Artie from Osmeric. We got Almar, we got Artie from Osmeric Model Railroading, we got Bernard C, we got Carolina Foothills. Oh my gosh, we got CP368 Productions, we got David Atkins, David Z to G, Derail Daryl's in the house, James over at the Dundas Junction Model Railroad, Anthony over at the Georgia Sunbelt, Chris over at Go Via or Go Home, JD over at Grandpa Rails, Happy Valley Hobbies is in the house, Rodney over at Hot Rod Rodney 25, Jack's in the house, Joe Rader at the Black Rock Central, Dwight Curley over at the Curley Express, Lynn McCurdy in the HD MMRC, Marquis Saunders, Midsummer Railway, Mr. Jimbo Trains, Mystic Railroad, Possum Bayou, this Ray Boble fellow, I have no idea who that is, Ron Mowens in the house, John number 2 over at the Schuylkill River Valley, Dave over at Sparky 107. The Mom and Son Train Rail Fans is in the house. Thomas Garassi, Tom's Trains and Things is here. Trackside Mike, Try Goglin, and Wigwag Workshops. So welcome aboard the, well...
And
I
that
don't know
was
what
40.
you call this anymore.
That was 40, Ray.
Yeah.
All right.
The Bipolar Express. It was 40.
Can somebody back that up?
So who's the other
One
14
head.
people that's in here?
So there's 17 people that aren't talking. Shame on you.
Well, Steve Childers just showed in.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
you
we missed Mom and Son Railroad and Mystic Railroad.
No, I had them. I got them.
Oh, did you? Okay.
No, the one I did miss, though, is Steve Childers, I think, just popped in. Yep.
Yeah, Real Artist just popped in.
52 people watching. Real
Mason
Artist is
Dixon.
in the house. John Benacki is here. Alan over at Mason Dixon. Another reason not to drink before the show. That's the only way these damn things work. I mean, seriously. 15 minutes in, it's already...
The other 17 are the past Ricks. So what year, fellas?
The Ricks from Christmas past. Yeah, really. Oh.
So did we ever figure out what's going
Yeah,
on?
I can't
with
wait
the
for this
lick
year to
and
be
stick?
over.
Did we ever figure out what's going on with the lick and stick giveaway?
No. I haven't figured out anything. I don't come up with the ideas. I just execute them.
Yeah.
So should we talk about how we're doing
Would that
this
be with an
giveaway
axe
now?
or a chainsaw?
I don't know what you're talking about. There's no tree here.
What giveaway? We giving something away?
I thought we were giving away one of the members. Someone was gonna take them home for the next year.
Sure ain't me.
tree under tree. Hey, Stephen the plumber is in the house. Gus over at the Lunatic from Arno. Welcome in. Yeah, if you haven't seen one of the shows before, this is absolutely typical when the five of us get together.
Yep.
See, John's the same one. He's the one that's got to try and keep us on the track, but that doesn't happen.
It's a lost cause with this group, man.
So Edward says, so instead of diesel, we are running alcohol.
Ray, I don't think I've ever seen John trying to keep us on the track. He's over there laughing that we're all off it.
I'm going to sit down. This is going to be a while before we get to the giveaway.
I'm still trying to figure out what you're talking about. I don't know. There's a giveaway. Hey, Roy from the Container Man's in the house. Welcome in.
So wait
Yeah,
a second.
there
Am
was
I
a giveaway?
understanding this right? The guy who takes 2 hours to open a box is anxious to get to the giveaway?
I know what's in the box when it's my box.
Do you
This is
want me to
somebody
show
else's
it
giveaway.
so you can open it? I mean,
Oh my gosh.
so here.
Hey,
so here we are,
Orgay
another year.
from the Fall Railroad Dogs in the house. Yep, another year. How did we
Another
make
year.
it this far?
Have we made it?
I don't know. You got another 2 weeks left before the year's over.
Oh man.
It's a giveaway, not an unboxing. There we go. Jason's back in the kill room. Why is that, Jason?
Yeah, notice what's over your shoulder, too, in the back there.
Well, that's because the person, the person down in that far corner has been sabotaging all three of us on the top
All
row
three
with
of
our
us.
computers.
Top row is
So I think I got the worst of it out of the computer issues.
Bring some for all of us.
I've got one that's completely dead. Yeah.
Yeah, my wife.
So yeah, my computer in the train room crashed, like legit crashed. Bought a new hard drive today, and I'm still having issues with it.
How many miles did you drive today to try and fix that thing?
Little Rock's like 30 miles,
It's still
30,
there.
35 miles one way.
Oh,
Mm-mm-mm.
you ain't kidding. What a year. What a year. So, thinking about.
I'm wondering if Sparky's Ray have
Damn, that's a good show tonight.
561 to 32.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Oh, wow, we really dropped.
That's how many followers I had before we got started.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Rocks in the house. Yeah, so Jason's
I don't
he's
have
been
any
fixed.
decorations
The
or lights.
laptop that I used, that's dead.
I think James is watching
I
another
changed
show.
the camera angle. I guess I need to change it back. He's watching last year's.
That would be hilarious. For
After the couple of months that I've had, after the couple weeks that I've had, I'll take all the laughing I can get at this point.
Absolutely.
Yeah, same here.
Anyway.
All right, so why don't we start this
It's all
off
Heath's fault.
on a good note? I got a couple things that I'd like to give away tonight. We can do one. I have no idea how I'm going to give it away. I haven't thought that far ahead. I only came up with the items. So so why don't we why don't we do it Sparky style? I'm going to put a number over in the private chat. You guys keep an eye out for that number. All right, here's what we're playing for.
Wife says 20 minutes.
For any of you guys that haven't gotten a little Rick the Tree, I'm going to give away a little Rick the Tree. So I've got a number. These guys know the number. When you see, no, I can't even do that because I didn't bring up YouTube. All right, you're going to have to go by me. When you hear me say start, don't start yet. Don't start yet. When you hear me say start,
Rick, one of us can type it in for you. One of us that are more
go ahead,
prepared.
because I don't have YouTube up I don't have YouTube up to type it in. So yeah, if you want to go when the number comes up, if you don't have a Rick the Tree and you guess the magic number, I'll send you one, and you can have a Rick the Tree on your layout. So Heath, go ahead and start.
And we're off. Oh, did we give them like numbers between what and what?
Oh,
and somebody got the number already.
That didn't take long.
Yeah, that didn't take long at all. All right, guys, stop.
Jeez.
Y'all made John's job accounting so easy off of that one.
My God. It was literally the second number. Jeez. All right, nice. Ed, go ahead and go on my About page, look for my email, and send me your address, and I'll get one out in the mail this week for you. Jeez, that didn't take long at all.
Do that again.
Hey,
do that
Rick.
again.
Rick, go look at Split Rock's comment.
Split Rock's comment. Hold on. That's not up to me. That is not up to me. Sparky, we don't do rules. What rules?
Oh.
Bernard, is that your credit card number?
Who?
Sparky apparently needs a second opinion. The doctor was right. Oh, man.
Oh, man, I'm losing everybody.
Where'd we go?
I don't know.
I don't know. It
You're
just
losing
everybody went down on my end. Oh, now you're back up. What the heck?
Ray, are you calling Jenny? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Oh. So anyway, I know Rick mentioned the contest. What I don't know which contest that was, but Jason, did you got the particulars on that contest?
Yeah, I did a screen share earlier, but I don't know if I'm having some latency issues or what, because there is a lag on my end.
I think it's just Ray.
All right. No, actually, right now I'm everything's being knock on wood seems to be in the clear, so we're right there. Oh, yikes. Oh boy. Anyway,
Jenny.
I mean, I still see something under the bottom, Jason, if that's what you were. Nope, we just lost Jason.
We lost Jason completely.
Now that he's gone,
Yeah.
let's get on to 2023.
Amanda must.
The
Yeah, Amanda.
computer did the job for us. There were 4.
Oh no.
Well, he's got the contest, so we got a problem. He's got the contest.
Oh,
Guess the
geez.
show's over.
Yeah, really.
Oh well.
I guess you got to wait until 2023 to win the contest.
Oh man.
It's Jenny Stacy's
That's
mom. Well, I hear she's got it going on.
Jason's internet froze. Well, he has to get out of the heat on and defrost it. Oh, yeah. I heard he was going away.
Jason did go away. He just dropped out of the stream.
Do we have a picture of the
Use your word, Rick. Go ahead.
Yeah, give me a second. I'll figure it out. I know I got a picture. I was thinking, can we put up a picture?
Well, if you're talking about what John had sent over, I actually had it. I actually had it as a thumbnail. Yeah.
I have it somewhere.
Yeah, I actually had it.
You mean the Christmas logo?
I actually had it as the
the
thumbnail
Christmas
for
logo.
the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got it.
All right.
I got it. Give me a second. I just gotta.
Don't worry, it's not like we're live or anything. Just take your time.
Yeah, but it's just one of those things. You just gotta.
Don't worry, people will just.
We'll get there eventually.
Let me know when you guys.
We'll get there eventually. Show's over.
Uh-oh.
No.
Ray's locking up again.
Just have to wait for my. No, I'm not.
All right. While we're waiting for Ray to figure out what he's sharing, I want to let everyone know that I've got some more mugs coming. I'm gonna do the same coffee mugs that I did before. There you go. Now you just gotta shrink it. Not that far.
Well, I just did shrink it, but I shrunk it too much.
There you go. I gotta give it to John. He did a great job on this.
Oh,
It
thank
was
you.
awesome. So as you can see, we got all the members, current members, and past members, on there. You've obviously got Rick the Tree, but he's in the wrong position for some odd reason. We've got a box there. That's usually where Heath is on our second week. If you've been around on YouTube the last couple weeks, we've been trying to figure out John's birthday, and we can't seem to figure it out. And believe it or not, Google doesn't know it either because I've asked. So we got John a birthday cake with a question mark on it. And if you look at that guy all the way on the right-hand side there, we're going to say that's Ray licking up. We're going to call it a post because I think if he's licking a pole, we don't want any kind of innuendo going on. So Ray's stuck to a post. Now, there's there's a question mark over there that I think we'll get back into later, but I think we should probably wait for Jason to see if he ever comes back.
The middle post. Yeah. Which you can't see it on the layout anymore because there's a backdrop there now.
and it only took you 2 Christmas shows to get there.
Yeah, well, you can't rush these things.
We've been doing Sidetrack Sunday for 2 years now, just over 2 years now. And that's how long it took Ray to cover the metal posts, even though he'd been talking about it for 2 years.
Yeah, well, like I said, you just can't rush these things. Jason's on the wrong side of the tracks.
I think we all knew that about Jason from a long time ago.
Oh, man. I wonder if he's going to get his internet back.
Uh-oh.
He's probably running to the other side of the house, resetting the router, and then running back.
Maybe not.
At this point, he might be running a network.
He went to go see if his other computer started working again.
How other than Sparky style, how else can we do a contest?
Ray can bring up a little wheel thing.
No. John could go ahead and count them out. Hey, guess who's back? All right.
Oh,
nope.
We can.
There we go.
Well, we can all leave now.
Yep. All right, see you, Jason.
We're done.
Well, that was fun. I had to go reboot my router.
Oh, Heath was right. Yeah.
We've been here before.
It's just like the internet just decided to go out on y'all for some odd reason. Like I was getting a lot of delay, and then it just went down.
All right.
So, Jason,
go ahead and get started on that wheel. There's only 59 people you got to put in there.
So, Jason, we actually had the picture up that John put together the other week, and that I actually used as the thumbnail for the show tonight. That had John is the birthday cake, and then Rick, or the Heath with the boxes, and of course Rick the tree, and then me with the metal post, and then of course the question mark, and you on the wrong side of the tracks. You care to explain what's going on?
Yeah, that little engineer guy decided to stomp on me for some reason.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. So last month when I was hosting Sidetrack Sunday, I said I had a special announcement, and this guy over here said, "Hey, don't announce it yet." So I'm going to announce it today. My work schedule, where I currently work at, has changed effective January 1st. And because of that, it's going to be real hard for me to be in the regular rotation. So Rick is going to be taking week number 3. I'm going to be a fill-in from time to time, providing if I'm off that following Monday, due to like a holiday or something. So if one of the guys want me to fill in, if that following Monday's a holiday, then I can. But other than that, by the time I'm in stream would be about the time.
And he's gone.
I need to pay sweet in another way, but it is what it is. So,
yeah,
so
we
technically,
got
no, I'm not
that.
leaving. I'm just not in the regular rotation.
Yeah, we caught better part of that, but you started to freeze up again.
See, there you go.
Hey, don't shake your balls too much.
I think that's called going commando.
boy.
Right? And you just let it hang like that.
Yeah. Pretty much. But I'm not. I mean, guys, for those who are saying like we're going to miss you, I'm not going anywhere.
He's not going.
He's not going. It's just my work schedule.
We tried.
Changing,
We
so,
tried, folks. But
yeah.
Yeah.
So if you really want to do away with Jason, you just hit the unsubscribe button on his channel. We'll post the link.
Man.
Ouch.
I can't even come up with a comeback for that one.
I think the comeback's all over your
Yeah,
feet.
Jason. I mean, I completely
Yeah.
understand. Jeez. Oh boy. Anyway, it's one of those things. Unfortunately, sometimes life gets in the way. So, it is what it is. But we'll figure something out. Like I said, I know you're gonna be like you said, going over to fill in, and that'll be awesome to still have. I mean, obviously you were a part of the crew from the beginning. You'll still be a part of the crew until the end. So,
Absolutely.
like I said, life happens, and we just gotta roll with it and go from there. And trust me, with the way that this year's been, whoosh. Oh.
Yeah.
And with Jason
this
leaving,
has
we've all
been-
given up on life, and Sidetrack Sunday is ending. No.
No. No, actually, we've actually got some ideas.
Why I'm so
Yeah.
sad?
Are you sad because of that, Heath?
I'm very sad that Jason is leaving.
He's just taking a sidestep. That's all. He's traveling on the sidetrack.
Slide to the right.
That was good. Okay.
Hey.
Yeah. Slide to the left. Oh.
Way to be positive.
I know.
So, anyway, take it easy, Alan.
So that was enlightening news. What's what other exciting announcements do we have?
Rick's been working on some cars, I heard.
Oh, I've been
Yeah.
failing at some cars. Yeah, something like that.
Jason's still got the decals on his beard from last year.
Yep.
Rick, it's not an application problem, right? It's more of a color issue. Is that true, or?
That's what it looks like. Yeah, I think it doesn't look like much. Unfortunately, I'm looking at my workbench at it, but
the background color's too dark.
yeah, I mean, if you remember from the last 2 years, I mean, I only remember last year because I only got last year's car. I didn't get to see the first year's car. The cars were light gray, and
Yeah, both
that
of
was
them.
done for a reason because the decals are printed on clear paper, and they show up on the cars better with a lighter background. You can use almost any color you want, but when the color of the car gets dark, then it starts messing with the color of the clear decal. And in this case, because did we even tell everybody what we chose as a car?
No, it was actually chosen last year.
Well, no, we chose
Right.
chose the type last year, but I don't think we
didn't even show anybody what we
We
Yeah, I
didn't reveal
don't
what-
think we've actually discussed what the actual car is.
All right, well, let me get the car. Hold on.
And John Foltz is in the background right now, passing off the car.
Working on that.
Rick is asking John, how do I do this?
Enjoy the pizza. All right. So let me see if I can do this without dropping anything. That's the most important. So
Yeah.
Make little Rick big Rick.
Yeah, give me a second.
Wrong Rick.
I'm on. I'm getting there. Maybe.
Give us another 20 minutes. We'll get there.
There it goes. Hey.
So this year I am. Now what you do? There we go. This year I'm the one
playing with
who
buttons.
is detailing the cars. So I have them all in my possession. This year we've chosen to do a passenger car, specifically a baggage car. So it is the Bachmann 14402. It is the 72-foot smooth side baggage car from Baltimore and Ohio. I don't know if that's gonna get.
And why did we choose Baltimore and Ohio?
We chose Baltimore and Ohio so that we, in significance of our trip down to the Baltimore and Ohio Museum in October when we had the Timonium show. So the car looks like this. And in case you couldn't see, up the top, it does say Baltimore and Ohio. And down the bottom here in smaller lettering, it says Railway Express Agency and has the car number of 763. So for the first time, I got to learn how to remove decals, following Jason's instructions, because right now he's the resident expert as far as I know. And I've been taping it. As far as I've gotten so far, so there'll be a video on that at some point. But we ran into a little trouble with the color of the decals and how they came out. So we're going to go back to the drawing board. Now, John, for the past years, this year included, was gracious enough to make the decals using his computer, and he sent them over to me. The decals, I've already started cutting them off, and I've used part of the sheet. But you will see the Sidecheck Sunday logo on there. There are R5 logos on there. The Railway Express will go on one side. And then you'll notice the STS writing is what is in that light gray color. Unfortunately, because that's going on the dark blue, it's not showing up. So we've got to change some colors. And then we'll get it right. Eventually we'll get it right.
Eventually. But it's Rick.
So, yeah, I mean, hey, I make no promises. There's a first time for everything, so I'm learning. So, yeah.
Welcome in, Brian Rock, rail fan. Well, it could be worse. It could be like the one I was supposed to get last year or the year before? The locomotive. That was last year. Or that was the first year. That's right. That came Yeah.
You know, I was just thinking, guys, we could do the all the light gray text in like a gold or a yellow.
Yeah, that would work.
That would show up a whole lot better on the blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it might. It just might. It would have to be. It would have to be a real deep yellow, though.
Well, just a very saturated yellow.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with the light gray is it's just not saturated black.
Yeah.
I mean, if your printer prints in CMY, which 99.9% of them do, then printing yellow is about as saturated as you can get.
Yeah.
So
that's not a problem. The problem was the light gray.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you got to make it count, Roy.
This is typical. If you've watched the shows in the past, John will get his lines in every once in a while. after we're done, after the rest of us are done cracking each other. Yeah, he's an opportunist. He takes the target of opportunity. There's no question.
So are we going to give away essentially cars that don't exist, and then Rick has 365 days until the next show to actually get them to the winners? Is that how we're doing this tonight?
Well, 364. We want them there by next Christmas, right?
Oh, okay. All right. Does it violate any rules that we're doing a giveaway of something we don't actually have? Like, is that some...
We have it.
We
It's
have
just
it.
not
Yeah.
ready.
It's just not finished.
I mean, Jason usually gives away, a gift certificate to, his installs. That's not something physical. It's just his
Fair
word.
point.
Yeah, and if you've, ever gotten an install from Jason, like... Not gonna say anything.
The crazy thing is no one's even used them yet.
Oh my! Oh my!
Yeah, we just gave away 3 more.
That is 6 that I've given away, and not one has been used.
So can we go over the questions? I'm curious to find out, not exactly who said what, but at least the percentage of who got what right and what wrong.
This
Or do we do that after the winning?
No,
Or do we do
I
the
think we ought to go
contest
over the questions first.
Yeah, sure.
No, I think we ought to do the questions first.
Yeah, because if we do the contest, everyone's just going to leave.
Well,
Yeah.
I certainly would.
Well, I'm already left, so
Yeah, well.
Well, and don't forget, there is technically a extra contest with the bonus question.
That is true.
right. That is true.
And now everybody knows.
Now that everybody knows. Now that everybody knows who's. Yeah. Change
All
it.
right,
No, Hey, Murphy 7575, welcome in.
So we had 45 people partake in this. I don't know if y'all can see my screen or not because it says trying to connect at the top.
We can see you. I don't know if partake's the right word,
Yeah, we
though.
can see it.
Is partake the right word?
Participate.
Yeah. Whatever. The average score was
partake means to
14.6.
eat or drink something. So if 59 people ate or drank the survey or the questionnaire.
Sure. I don't know if they had a drink at their desk or not, but I'm sure they could have. I mean, if it was JD, he would have had Bailey's at his desk.
That's true.
So
You're still here taking in this BS. I'd say they're good.
Yeah.
Train fans says they see it.
Okay, awesome.
Hey, Gavin.
So the average score out of 45 people who participated, 14.6. So more people failed than passed. But that's okay.
Oh. We made the questions harder.
Yeah.
I know, right? The highest score was 23 points. So a perfect score. And only one person got that. And I believe that was Roy Eltham. That got the highest score.
Wow.
Nice.
All right. So.
Way to go, Roy.
And let's see here. We're going to skip all this. All right. So, what scale out of 45 people, 62.2% said HO, 37.8 said N. All right, so if I'm not mistaken, the first five answers should have John as the correct answer. So you can see most of the people got John right on all five of these. Well, except for the fourth one. So I guess that, I don't know, like, Ray, what is your favorite railroad?
Mine, it would. Well, that's the Baltimore and Ohio, or the Pennsylvania. Depends.
So the BO and the PRR is your reporting marks. Mine was
Yep.
SSW or SP. John, what was yours for the 10 people who got that right?
UMP, the Upper
umpire.
Merion and Plymouth.
So there you go. Umpire.
Yeah, don't feel bad. I'm on the team and I missed that one.
All right, so the next 5 questions would have Heath as the correct answer. So who planned to do more video uploads in 22 and failed miserably? Well, Rick did quite a few uploads, so I'm kind of confused about this answer here where 12 people thought it was Rick. I could see, people guessing John, because I don't think, John, you didn't do any video uploads this year, right?
I don't think I did. I think I only did lives.
So the key word was
promised.
Planned.
Okay.
Key word is who.
So,
no.
Who are you? No.
I want to know who was the 3 people who didn't pick Heath on that one.
Okay.
All right, here we go. So this was one of my favorite questions. It had to do with Sparky dropping the F-bomb.
I did not drop an F-bomb on any stream. Why did people vote for me? I was there, but that wasn't me.
Well, what it was is which member was hosting the live stream, and Sparky dropped the F-bomb, and I'm confused that 4 people thought I attended the Frostburg meet and greet.
Hey, somebody thought I did too, and I wasn't there.
Yeah, but John, you're a whole lot closer than I am. I'm down in Arkansas.
Oh.
All right. All right, so the next 5 questions should have me as the correct answer. And let's see here. Well, quite a few people thought John hasn't met either Heath, Ray, or Rick. So
I've met John twice now.
Yep.
Well, so there you go. We got quite a few people.
That reminds me, John. We're almost due for our 3rd.
It's been a while, Rick. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's usually
as
right
far as
around,
my questions,
a couple months coming up.
All right.
As far as my questions go, most people got mine right, except for the meetup. All right, so now we got
Apparently,
Ray.
you're the one that people actually watch their videos.
Maybe. It's got to be the beard. So, STS member works in IT but still has computer issues.
That could be any one of us at this point.
Pretty much.
pick 4 of the 5 and you're good.
Thankfully, the poll's closed.
Yeah. All right. So, who wants to talk about this question here? The
Which
one that had to
STS
do
member?
with.
Tried to. Yeah. Let's talk about that, Ray.
The whole thing goes.
The
The whole thing goes back to the meet and greet that we had at Timonium, and the fact that Rick left his and his son's jackets down at the B&O Railroad Museum, and I'm like, hey, no problem. I'll just go down there and pick them up, and then we'll figure something out to get them back to you. So the wife and I figured out that there was a town that was just north of me that was close to Rick, and that was Oxford, PA, and we found a restaurant there. Now, of course, not thinking about it when we picked the restaurant, namely myself, the restaurant was called the Sawmill. So why not take the tree to the Sawmill?
As soon as he sent me the link, I was like, his wife had to pick this restaurant. There's no way he could have missed this. I don't understand it.
But I did. I picked it. Wife just picked the town.
Oh my gosh. That was great. That was great.
Oh, but it was a good time. It was a good time.
So this one,
that question
a lot of people
stirred up a
hate
lot
on
of
that
controversy.
one. Yeah, this one here had a lot of controversy, but I think when we originally came up with the questions, Heath wasn't really operating yet on his layout, even though he's planning on doing that. Ray's already doing operations.
Yeah, and I technically have not operated on my layout yet, although I'm hopefully going to do that Tuesday. But yeah.
All right, Carrying on. So now the next ones are going to be Rick is the correct answer. So, I mean, half of the people got this one right.
That one was a no-brainer.
Yeah, I mean, some of these are.
Boy, that when everybody was split on. Hell, half the time my intro doesn't even work. So.
Yeah, I'm surprised so many people missed that. That was a big moment, but.
Well, and then I'm wondering if it had to do with the met expectations, because a lot of people think Rick's outro did not meet expectations.
Oh, it absolutely did. The moment I hit the record button, I knew exactly what was going to happen. And yeah, if anybody's seen that video when I posted it, I knew exactly how it was going to go, because I knew the group that I was with, and I was taking it on one shot. I was not looking for anything perfect. What happened is exactly what I wanted, and that's exactly what I got. It met my expectations.
So there you go. All right, so there was another controversial question. It's actually back up in John, so I'm gonna go back up there real quick and we can explain that. Let me see if I can find it.
I agree, Sparky. I agree.
Yeah, that was great. That was
okay,
perfect.
It's actually the first question. So I had a few people, and I mean, this makes sense. You know, you've got John's got an HO layout and an N-scale layout, no trains running. Rick, we know you were working on an N-scale layout with Jerry, or Boxcar Jerry, with the,
yes,
what was it, a living room table or something like that?
It's a coffee table layout. Yep.
Okay, coffee table layout. And then, but you've also got your HO scale layout, and didn't you tear that layout out?
It is gone. It is gone.
Okay.
So technically, I only have half a layout now.
So there you go.
Yeah. So at the time the questions came out, my HO layout was completely gone. There's not a remnant of it.
Now, we all know Heath has more than two layouts, because, I mean, how many scales is he running?
4 or
See,
5.
I don't know. I
Split Rock
still
says,
question whether Keith has one layout.
make sure we read the
has
questions
track.
out because some people on their phones can't see them.
Okay, so the question is which STS member has 2 layouts and no trains running?
That's not me.
So 2 people guessed me. Technically, in the house, we do have 2 layouts.
But only one of them's yours.
Yeah, only one of them's mine. The other one's is Junior, but I got trains
But
running.
they're both running. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're both running. So I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna go past all the questions now. Let people get trippy on that one. All right, so the Sidetrack Sunday 2022 car. We have a tie
What?
between a box car
Tie.
and a tank car.
So do we
Would that
get
be
to
a
vote?
Sherman, a Panzer, Tiger? Oh, one type
Probably
of tank. Sorry.
Yeah, Abrams maybe.
Abrams. Okay.
All right, so
Rock, paper, scissors.
yeah, so now we got to figure out how are we going to choose between the box car and the tank car.
Well, I want the the MTL cars that light up. That's what I want. One of the ones that light up, and the lights can light up behind the STS logo, and then we can put all of our other logos on the side.
So,
I
ladies
hear a
and gentlemen, we
volunteer
know
for
who
somebody
will be
building extra
decaling
cars.
the 2023 car.
Starting in January.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because it would take him that long. He has to get the box, then he has to unbox it. That's going to take at least a week.
Pete, you better
At
get
least
started
2.
on this tonight, man.
Oh boy.
I mean, if we're going to be the tie-breaking vote, being as there's 5 of us, so there would end up being an actual result. My vote would be boxcar just because I don't run tank cars. So for me,
Okay.
if I wanted something to run on my layout, I would choose boxcar.
John, what about you?
Well, I'm going to go for tank car.
Tank car. Oh, 1 and 1. All right.
Ooh, this is
Right.
getting good.
Just to keep the tie going.
As
Good
long
thing
as
I
you
don't
put
have
the
control of
countdown.
the stream, or John would have just been booted.
Sorry, Jason.
Right,
Did you
right.
say? Oh, he's a whiz.
I
Can I
like
plead the
Justin's
fifth?
idea. That's a good idea. Actually, I won't put the decals into the box. I will put the decals on the outside of the box and then send it.
Oh man. Well, considering the fact that on the layout, and when it's running, which it's not right now, because, well, as everybody knows, the bridge scene is kind of in pieces. But my unit train is one of the 2 unit trains is a tank train. So if I want to kind of let the car run around, I'm going to have to go with the box car.
Box car. All right. Rick.
Okay, so I have a vote. I have what I know. My only issue is going to be I don't think that we're going to be able to fit decals, or at least all 6, possibly 7 decals on a tank car. But I would love to see a tank car.
Oh, wow. So now the vote's down to me.
The guy that's leaving.
All right. The guy that's leaving, folks, gets to make the deciding factor of what our car is going to be.
Oh, man.
Wait a minute. I need to go get a drink.
Hey, Jason, check your PayPal. I think you just got some money in.
Really? I didn't get a notification.
Yeah, there's $20 in it for you to say boxcar right now.
There's a bribery.
Wait, I'll match that 20.99. There we go.
Just jump the river. Dukes of Hazzard style. Yeah, there we go.
All right, so Jason, you want to flip a coin, or do you have an idea?
No, I've got my thoughts on it. I'm going to go back to what I said in 2020. Everybody does a boxcar. And I know a lot of people out there think we're full of crap. So why not haul something that they think we're full of? And you don't want to haul that in a boxcar, so tank car it is.
All right.
Tank car 2023.
There you go. You heard it here. Tank car. Tanks.
All right. Last question. Even though we already went over this, we should have kind of saved that for this. But oh well.
Well, we can pretend it didn't happen earlier and do it again.
Okay, we can do that.
No, there's been a bunch of new people that popped in, so you know.
Wait a second. Why did
Can
I
you run
do
the
this
intro
one?
again?
Why do the most people want me kicked out? Hold on a second here. What's going on?
Wait.
What just
Santa will grant your wish.
Oh man. So Heath, how do you want to address this?
I think you already did.
I mean, you didn't choose boxcar, and apparently people don't want me around. So, I mean, I'm taking names. I'm going to write down some names, and we're going to, we're going to have a little timeout party later. Let me tell you that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Discord is now closed.
That would have been funny if it was people from his Discord that answered.
Oh
no. Oh, Gavin says he's coming for us.
Wait, Sparky singing.
So it actually, to me, was not a surprise that all of us at least got one vote. But I am kind of surprised that at least all of us got 4 votes.
I can't believe that one of us got more than 15 votes.
Oh my God.
I mean, look at it, Heath. You got 1/3 of the votes.
I got more votes.
Much.
Did I get? No, I didn't. I was gonna say I got more votes than the next 2 highest people, but not quite. Almost.
Yeah, almost twice.
Almost.
Almost.
Hi, Amanda.
Wow.
I'm in 3rd place.
Hey, Heath, think about it this way. You were 1 vote shy of the bottom 3 added together.
Yeah. That's a great way to think about it, Jason. Great way to think about it.
So, Heath, what are your plans for 2023?
I'm not making any videos. I'm going to pretend that I'm going to do a sidetrack Sunday and then just not show up.
That's funny. We were going to do the same.
Hey, now, Sparky, that's an idea. Train Freak is out and Amanda is in.
Hey.
we have talked about changing the demographics a little bit of the group. Rick's going to start wearing a dress.
Oh, God, no.
Are you trying to look up my tree skirt there?
Checking for wood.
I'm not going to go there.
See, this is why I stay quiet.
Jingle the Christmas balls while you're there for me.
Oh, that's why Jason's got that on him. It's for that extra pleasure on him. What were we talking about?
I have no idea.
We're going to dress.
Hey, Amanda, you'll be happy to know that I've actually lost about 20 pounds, so that dress might just fit pretty nice.
Should we have a leg contest between Rick and Rita?
Oh, Lord.
As long as Rick stays seated, I don't want to know what he's wearing. Jeez, like, I changed my outfit and I still can't get away from trees. Oh. Model Railer, good to see you, brother.
Hey, John. Oh, boy.
So the STS t-shirt. Do we have STS t-shirts? I actually think they might. I think I may have some on my Teespring. Oh yeah, Ray has some on his.
Yeah, I think they're all on Ray's. But so one of the things that we did mention in the group after I created the quiz is that some people might actually be more interested in a coffee mug than a t-shirt. So the winner is actually going to get their choice if they would prefer a Sidetrack Sunday t-shirt or a Sidetrack Sunday coffee mug.
And just to be clear, the only people eligible are people that did not vote for me, right? I mean, if you voted for me, you're not eligible to win in anything, right? I mean, that's how this works.
I should
won't be here, so what's it matter?
Yeah.
So, guys, I accidentally clicked me as the right answer when I should have clicked Heath, so I apologize for that. So.
Oh, I love a Amanda's answer. Yeah. Especially if they're edible.
Rick the Tree, I lift you up.
I think Rick's been enjoying them lick and stick decals for too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's that Walther solvent. It gets you up in your nose.
So this was before Rick joined.
That's a shade of green. Did you know I was coming?
So should we do the t-shirt mug first and then move on to the Rick will show us some of the finished cars and we'll move on to those?
Yeah, we can. Now, that mug you just showed, was that like a lime green? Like a neon green?
Something like that.
So that was Rick when he was at the state of pollen.
Ah, I see.
I'm not sure if I actually did mugs for STS. If I did, if I didn't, I can do them real quick, Jason. That's all good because I've got the layout. So.
And Container Man wants to know
Jason,
if the edible paint.
What you're saying is I shook my limb and dropped green stuff all over you guys, and that went wrong.
Well, for some odd reason, that your sap has pretty much made it to where we can't get rid of you.
The smell is still there.
At trackside, Mike, I haven't actually done stickers for the STS side yet. I don't think. I got to go back and take a look at the Teespring store. Oh, man.
Unscented panties. Wow.
I already had that up there.
All right.
Don't eat the
so-
racing stripes.
All right, so I'm gonna pull up. Problem is I don't know which one's which. All right, we're gonna try
Frank,
this
if
one.
they are, they're not mine.
Oh my gosh. And everyone says I'm not. Yeah, well, I think we've already said that, Artie.
All right.
I think it's this one.
Oh boy.
Don't bring up the wrong one.
Well, I've got 3 picker wheels to choose from. Let's try that one.
I was going to say, heck, I can't even get one to work.
Okay, that was not the right one.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
don't
is
look at that one.
definitely-
Everyone close your eyes.
All right, that's not the right one.
We're all holding our breath.
It's okay. Just keep holding it. You might pass out eventually.
You don't know how well I can hold my breath, do you?
Sure don't.
Come on,
All right,
Jason.
let's
It's not like
try
we're
this.
live or anything.
Hey, I found the right one. Okay, so these were the 10 lucky. I don't know what to call these people, but yeah. These are the 10 lucky
Better than to pick me.
that actually guessed my name. So we got Roy Eltham, Siegfried Leupold, Caboose 121, Joe Rader, Black Rock Central Railroad. And then, of course, when the text starts going upside down, you can blame that on Osmerica Model Railroading, Glenningsburg, Frank Steeler Fan 820, Manshed Railroad Aaron, PKNW Model Works, and Jim Tedesco. So, should we do like whatever it lands on, they win, or should we do the elimination style?
Well, that didn't work for Ray. I don't know.
Rick, that's why we don't have Ray doing it.
All in the reinforcements.
Okay.
Relief.
All right. So before I hit the spin, so which way are we going?
I say do Survivor Series. What the hey?
Survivor?
We got.
Yep.
Yeah, we got another 2 hours to kill.
Yeah. Okay. wonderful. All right. So the first person eliminated is.
I'm going to need to get something more to drink.
How's that box coming along?
That's trippy. Oh, Manshed Railroad. Aaron is the
Manshed's
first
gone.
one out.
Heath, you're muted.
All right, going again.
I'm working on my boxes right here. I got.
All right.
That is trippy watching it spin like that. And Frank's gone too.
Frank's out.
Later, Frank.
Next one out. Glenningsburg.
Later, Glenningsburg.
I was gonna, Bob. It never was. this stream got off on the wrong foot to start off with.
Yep, and Artie's out of there.
Later, Artie.
And it would be Jim Tedesco.
Later, Jim.
All right, Heath, I'll just let you say it.
Later, Siegfried Leopold.
And then there was 4.
So wait, is this the HO or the M?
This is the STS.
This is the shirt of the mug.
Yeah.
Oh, sure to the mug.
Later, Cameron Caboose 121.
All right, we got 3 left.
Later, 3 left. Later, PK&W Model Works.
Oh.
I want.
And then there were 2.
Shouldn't John be going like 2 left? Ha ha ha! After like every spin or something.
Here we go. This one's for all the marbles.
Do.
Oh, Roy's
Later,
out.
Roy Eltham. Congratulations to our very own winner. Spin it one more
it again.
time.
Who's gonna win?
This is
I
not
think-
trippy no more.
Did Ray fix this contest? Give it to one of his neighbors.
Yeah, don't.
Congratulations, Joe, from Black Rock
Hey,
Central
good job,
Railroad.
Joe.
There you go. So Joe Raider. I better write that down somewhere.
I mean, worst case scenario, we've got a video that can remind us.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Congrats, Joe.
There you go.
Way
Joe.
to go, Joe.
Let us know whether
Well, that'll
you
be
want a
released as a
shirt
ship.
or a mug.
Thanks for the support, Amanda.
What did Amanda do? Oh, now I see it.
All right, so
So Ray, are you going to make Joe actually come to your house to pick the mug up?
No, I could probably drop it by his house when I go bowling.
I think Joe's going to come over so that Ray can dress him in his new T-shirt.
Dwight wants to know why he wasn't on there.
Because he didn't get the
Because-
question right.
He didn't get the question right.
That's what he gets for picking me.
There you go.
Actually, we can look and see who Dwight actually picked.
Uh-oh. If we look, are we going to have to redo the whole contest? When we find out Jason messed up?
All right, so there's the Curly Express, and let's see. Dwight picked Ray.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
Damn.
T-shirt, extra large. There's the order, Jason.
So Heath, that's actually one less person you got to hunt down now.
There you go.
Oh, thanks, Rodney.
So Dwight and Joe are safe.
Jeez.
All right, Dave, have a good one. Thanks for stopping in. Happy Christmas, Merry New Year, all that jazz.
Absolutely. Take care, David.
Take it easy, Dave.
Merry Christmas, David.
All right, so which one do we want to do first? Or I guess whichever one.
Do the one in the middle.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know what that meant.
I was going to say, what the heck is that supposed to mean?
All right, so
Somebody
this
find
one
Buckman and fire
is
him out of
in scale.
YouTube.
So here are our in scale winners. So these are the ones who got at least 15 out of 25 questions correct. So we
Thanks,
have
Roy.
Elton, 6 Savingaso, SGTFR, Caboose 121 for Trigoblin, and Meister Railroad, Norman Rowe, and Mel Fatwood. So we're going to do the same thing as before, elimination style. So let's shuffle these. I'm going to do 5 shuffles for 5 STS members. All right, there we go.
And this is the N scale car, right?
Correct.
Is John going to count this one out?
He should.
That's one down.
Oh, brother.
Two.
You're ready.
In case you were wondering, that's one more down.
And that's how Rick counts.
And strike 3.
Now you heard strike 3 by the
Oh, now I get it.
Jeez. That's the wrong sport there, John.
5 down.
The tree woke up.
And Alan makes 6.
Later, Alan.
This is N scale, Happy Valley.
And 7.
Later, Norman.
And then there were 3.
And Melvin's number 8.
Oh, Melvin.
For all the marbles.
Number 9.
Glenn Lindbergh! Wasn't Glenn the first one out on the last one? So he lasted longer this time.
I think so. Well, let's see. Roy Eltham was the last one out on the other one, and he got knocked out early on this one. So, all right. So to confirm it,
All right, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Place your bets. Who do you think's gonna get it?
Put it all on red.
Pappy. What I was going to say was before it stopped, I was going to have Artie read that one for us because it's upside down.
Because it was upside. Way to go, Pappy.
All right.
Good job. Good job.
So, Pappy, you will have to get in touch with the guy way on the other side of the screen. That's
The heck is this now? Musical squares?
that guy. I feel like I'm playing musical chairs over here.
Thank you very much.
All right, so Pappy, get in touch with Rick, and then when Rick ever gets that car finished, he can get it to you.
Probably be 4th of July.
Yeah. Hey, if you go later the month of July, you got Christmas in July.
There you go. I can do that.
Oh, goodness.
All right, so let me present the other one. This one should be easy to find considering there's only one left. All right, so this is for the HO scale card. These were the people who got at least 15 out of 25 answers correct. There were several people that got 14 correct. So unfortunately, the 14s, I think 14 was like the highest number. All right, but as far as the names go, we have Robert Darby, we have Steve Childers, CP368 Productions, Joe Rader, Black Rock Central Railroad, Santa Fe Bob, Osmerica Model Railroading, or Artie, Al Maher, Boxcar Jerry, Ron Moe, and M&M Rails, Thomas Grossi, Train Fan 120, and Happy Valley Hobbies. So this is for the HO scale card. Let's do 5 shuffles. 1, count them off, John.
2.
Come on, John. This time with feeling. Let's go.
3.
All right, Greg, have a good one. Happy holidays.
All right, here we go. The first loser is Mark.
Mark, congratulations. You are our biggest loser.
Ouch.
Wow.
That was that guy all the way down there.
Yeah, that guy down there.
Wait, who's talking about what happened? Robert Darby, you are a loser. Why are my subscribers going down? What's happening? What's happening? No comments for Thomas Grossi.
Oh man.
Split rock.
Sorry, Joe. You're not going to win two
For
tonight.
Joe Rader, Black Rock Central Railroad.
Happy Valley wants to change your name, John.
Yeah, I saw that.
Santa Fe Bob, sorry. Oh boy.
Steve Childers, go to sleep.
You've been retired. Split rock. Why do you think they did this on my stream this year? I mean,
Tim, I hope you're not too snowed in.
boy.
Oh man.
That's all you, Amanda.
Yeah.
Almore, you better come to Amherst this year.
I will pay to see that.
Yank Jason's balls. Yank Jason's balls.
The sad thing is while I got this window up, I can't even see the chat. So all I know is I hear he's saying yank Jason's balls.
You don't want to know what Amanda just said.
Oh man. It's like that comment came out of nowhere.
Roy, at this point, what's the difference?
All right, Boxcar Jerry's out of there.
I lost track. Who the hell's there?
4 people left. Edward's out
Happy
of there.
hobbies. You have to go to work tomorrow.
Oh boy.
You know, it's kind of like it comes up like it's a big celebration, and you realize, like, oh, my name's popping up. It's time to. Oh no, I lost.
And then there were 2.
That's going to stink.
Is that Gavin?
That's going to be extreme shipping for Rick.
Tracy at 120, you are the first loser. Or the last loser, depending on what order we're going in.
I want to recount on this one.
Artie, not only did you win the car, but Rick is going to help you deal with all the red tape and get your ass over here to the U.S.
Artie, I'm going to send it to your North Carolina address. Good luck picking it up.
Yeah.
Oh man.
These are hand delivered.
I'm gonna have
Congrats,
to
Artie.
Pieces. That's the only way I'm going to be able to afford it.
Oh my gosh.
Next year, let us put sex in this.
Oh, Artie
Oh
wants
my
you to
gosh.
hand deliver. He won't come to the street.
No, I sent Artie a mug. It wasn't as bad as you think. It wasn't as bad as you think.
The bet's covered in shipping. Oh boy. Oh,
all right, let's
man.
let's see if we can get this to actually work right this time. Happy Valley, you're not allowed to play. All right, I got one more thing that I want to give away. I got a number over in private chat. Give me a second, I'll get it there for you.
Rick, don't use the same number again. Pick something else.
Oh, I was just gonna flip it around.
Well.
Yeah. All right.
All
right.
So there's about 5 people watching now. Should we do 0 through 5?
Yeah, let's do from 0 to 50. 0 to 50. And we're playing. Everybody want to know what they're playing for?
No.
Anybody?
Oh.
No? Does anybody care?
Yes.
They just
No.
want to win? Okay.
Yes,
all right.
No.
You're playing for a $100 gift certificate to Mini Prints.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, wow.
So let's again, number from 1 to 50. And
Am I doing the beginning thing again?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Throw it up there. As soon as you
Alright.
see Heath throw up there, number from 1 to 50.
Now, hold on. Is John going to count all the entries?
No.
Well, at least nobody guessed the answer on the first or second guess.
Wait, I forgot what the number was.
Me too.
I haven't seen it yet.
Joe from BlackRock just guessed 948 as a number between 0 and 50.
0 and 50. 0 and 50.
I guess John already won the T-shirt, so.
I guess it doesn't matter.
And I like Pappy and Dwight. A couple people are guessing 42 just in case. Rodney guessing 100. I haven't seen the number yet.
Neither have I.
No, let it roll. Let it roll.
What is
That's
this?
funny.
for
I
again?
said I was going to transpose the numbers, and no one said 24 yet.
Well,
Got it. We got
Got
a winner.
it?
Yeah, I got him.
There
All
we
right.
go.
I scrolled back just to make sure that we didn't miss it. I've seen a lot of 28s.
All right. Let's wait for confirmation.
what was this for again, Rick?
$100 gift certificate to Mini Prints.
Ooh, nice. Do people have to use it to buy one of your Rick the Trees, or do they not have to buy one?
No, they don't have to buy one. No.
I mean, Hot Rod Rodney guessed 2,000.
Oh, there you go. Nowhere close. Nowhere close. Oh yeah, there you go. James and Dwight both said 24. There you go. John did also.
Yeah, there's quite a few 24s in there. I've already seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to feel about that one.
Go back to 9:34 or 9:43 p.m.
James is saying
They're
he
all
had 29.
9:43 p.m.
Derek is the first one I've seen it. I went through all the numbers.
Well, I was trying to figure out where Derek was because I saw that James had 29 as well. Yeah,
Derek's at
that's where I saw
9:43.
James. That's where I said James. That's where I saw James at.
All right,
But I was trying to figure out.
Derek is
No,
above
James is further down.
Yeah, Derek's
Okay.
above James.
Yeah, I see
Well,
that
here's
now.
what
I
we'll
got
do.
it. Yep.
I will look at it after it posts on YouTube just to verify where it comes up, and I will reach out to. Actually, why don't both of you guys, just in case they're the only two that we know of that came up with the numbers, reach out to me just so I have your email addresses. Send me an email. Look at my about page. I will look at the chat tomorrow and see where the names fall, and whoever came first, I'll send you the gift card. Sound like fair game? Everybody like it?
I like it. It makes me feel all gushy inside.
That could be the pills.
Oh boy. You can
right,
buy a lot of Sparkies with that.
Oh, and just so everybody is aware, if you haven't gotten your free Rick the Tree, that promotion is now over. So if you do want one, you have to buy it. Unfortunately.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Womp, 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 womp.
Yeah. But if you still want a really good discount at miniprints.com, don't forget, use the code from that guy, human, at checkout. You'll get 15% off.
You will. That is true.
And Frank's Rick the Tree broke.
What?
Frank's Rick the Tree broke. That sucks. Frank contacted me. I might have an extra. I'll get it over to you.
In
Rick,
other
were
words,
you
Frank said
sleeping
Rick
with-
got split.
I think Frank was sleeping with it.
Oh no.
Mine too, Tim. Yep. I got that same problem when I look in the mirror.
All right, you're off the hook.
All right, so we gave away the cars. We gave away a T-shirt or a mug. We gave away some mini prints. We gave away some gift cards to mini prints. I think it's about time to go to bed.
I got nothing.
That or break open another
I got nothing
bottle,
this year.
Well, we can talk about next week.
What's
What's
next
happening
week?
next week?
I will be hosting the last Sidetrack Sunday for the last Sidetrack Sunday for the 2022.
That's true. That's true.
That's hopefully I can get my computer fixed.
coming from an IT guy, you know.
I can tell you it is not the hard drive.
That's what she said. Oh boy. So what are you doing next week there, Jason?
You know, I don't know. It's just going to be one of those. It's going to be Christmas Day. Well, Christmas night.
Right.
Who knows what I've got planned? So
Christmas
if
Day
you're not
night
busy,
or Christmas
Yeah.
Eve?
not Christmas Eve.
Christmas
Christmas
Day.
Eve's on Saturday.
So Christmas Day
Christmas
night.
is
Yeah.
Christmas Day that evening.
Are you gonna have any unboxings to unbox?
You know, actually, I did get a box in from a fellow YouTuber, and I think I will unbox that for sure on Sidetrack Sunday next week. Other than that, I don't have anything else.
Amanda,
Big.
are you buying yourself anything for Christmas for the layout?
Technically, I already did. So, ended up buying 4 locomotives,
Ooh, nice.
but I've already shared them.
I actually think it's the
It
other
was-
way around, Amanda. Pretty sure it's the other way around.
Yeah, Ray did start this after all. This is his fault. All of this.
Absolutely.
Wait, what did
bit
I
of it.
start?
Dave, I hope you're not talking about
What
me.
did
Sidetrack Sunday.
Oh, I started this.
Sidetrack Sunday.
Yeah, we can't blame Heath on this one.
Nope.
Nope.
Although we'd like to.
I know you would.
Actually, we have to blame Sparky and John, but that's beside the point.
Frank said, "Who's rubbing off?" Wait, I read that wrong.
I think Frank's already had too much to drink. You can blame the tree. Oh my gosh.
Man, that's a daggum lie right there.
Yeah, whose poster is that behind you there, Jason, in the kill room?
You just can't see my name on it. It's like soon as I walk, like over there is the door. So it's like as soon as I walk in, the first thing I see is that poster. He's got it hung up in a good spot.
Yeah, he was just getting it lined up right from the door. That's all.
Yeah, well.
So what was in the cheer? Artie, that might happen next week.
Oh no.
So any last minute purchases before the end of the year from anyone?
Not me.
Yeah, no, not me.
I went and bought filament for a printer that I can't use.
Oh my god.
Well, I went and bought a hard drive and
it?
found out that the hard drive was not bad.
I still can't figure out OBS.
Yeah, before the show, Rick had IBS.
No, that was Artie.
Yeah, that was Artie.
Train Fan 120 says, no clue yet. I need to see what I get or Christmas.
Yeah, I'm actually waiting. I've got one project that I want to work on, but I'm either going to have to get this printer fixed or I'm going to have to go get another one.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Christmas just got expensive for you.
Yeah, it did.
Ray, do you know what's wrong with it, or is...
Well, it was fine. I moved it this afternoon over here to my desk from the bar. It came up. It connected to the. It actually connected to the to this machine that I'm on now. And it came up as it said it was like an Arduino Duet or Duo, whatever the heck. So I was like, well, it's still not reading it right. So I turned it back off. And I went and dropped my truck off for an oil change. It's going in the shop tomorrow morning. But because where Dawn works, it was easier for her just to go north to pick me up and then come back down. When I came back home, I turned it back on, and the display screen just gives me a whole bunch of black blocks, and then the interior light sits there and flashes. And then you hear it talk to the computer, and then shut off, and then talk to the computer, and then it shuts off, and it just sits there, ding. Well, ding. So I don't know what's going on with it.
Do you have the ability to put like a memory card in it? Could you do what you need to do on the computer, save it to a card, and then throw it to the printer?
No, it's directly connected to it's directly connected to the computer. There's no SD card slot that I see. There's nothing.
From what I heard from Jason, he's got to rebuild his PC back to Windows 95 so he can test it for you.
No, Rick, it's 3.1.
Yeah, I've been there, man. I've played Snake and Gorilla. I know. Yeah.
No, what it is you need to go back and hook it up to a VIC-20 and you'll be fine.
Ooh, nice.
Oh my Lord.
No, that's the problem, Tom. It just shows up as a Arduino Duet or Duo. So of course somebody
might have gotten wiped on it.
Yeah, somebody had said something about the fact that it may have lost its programming, but I wasn't going to leave it up and sit there and mess with it this year because it was right before the stream too. I'm like, I got enough problems with this freaking computer. I don't need that thing constantly going back and forth on here too. No, it's a USB.
You see Frank's comment, the last one.
I'm gonna leave.
John couldn't make the show tonight, but we've got to fill in.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I can, Tom. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I can upgrade it.
What kind of printer is it, Ray?
It's an XYZ printer. It's an XYZ 3D printer.
It's a hand-me-down, right, Ray? You like got it from somebody that was.
It came from a buddy of mine that I used to work with, who unfortunately passed away earlier this year. He gave it to me 2.5, 3 years ago. I just never turned the thing on, and when I moved over here, I went ahead and decided I'd give it a shot, and but now, like I said, I finally got the filament for the freaking thing, and then now it doesn't do anything. So,
and he gave it to you like 4 years ago or something.
It gave it to me 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a little bit older model.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an older model, but it looks like a mini fridge.
Maybe that's what it is supposed to be for, is keeping your drinks warm.
Yeah, right.
You've been using it wrong.
That's it. That's the side of it, but that's it over there.
It looks square to me.
That's what I say. It's literally a freaking cube.
Chris,
but I got a feeling. I've got a feeling though that because of the fact that he liked to mess with stuff, I got a feeling he went ahead and wiped out the actual factory software, put other software on it, and I don't know what it's doing now. So who knows?
Yeah.
Yep.
So Chris has asked a good question.
No, that's not a good question. Fruitcake is not cake.
And it's not edible.
No, but I think a lot of people think we are fruitcakes.
Well,
I love eggnog. Eggnog's good. I'm only in it for the rum though, so it doesn't really make a difference.
I see they now have dairy-free eggnog too.
Yes, they do.
Ray, Bernard's got a great question. Ed thinks it might be an Epson printer. Are you sure it takes filament?
No, he was looking at the Canon that's sitting over here next to me. That's the normal printer.
John Thomas is looking for a recipe.
All right, Pappy. Have a great one, buddy. Take care.
Congrats on winning, Pappy.
Merry Christmas, Pappy.
Yeah.
Have fun storming the castle.
I haven't tried the pumpkin spice eggnog. I haven't tried that one. Kroger makes like vanilla and cinnamon eggnog, and those are pretty good. But I haven't tried the pumpkin one. So Frank Steeler fan wanted me to say, Alexa, turn on brights.
It's not gonna work. I renamed her.
No.
Ziggy, turn on brights.
No, that's not it either.
Rita.
Yeah. Hey, they came on.
Keep trying. That's not it. Keep trying. I have so many darn cabooses. What?
Can only be so many. Amazon, turn on brights. Or did you rename brights?
No, I just renamed the Alexa. If you go through all the names, you'll eventually find it.
So it's either got to be Alexa, Amazon, Ziggy, or Echo. Turn off brights, or turn on brights. Echo, turn on brights. Echo.
How's that working for you?
Rick, I think he named it himself.
No, you can't
only
do that.
only have 4 choices.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
unfortunately.
Dog's name. Good question. What's the plural of caboose? Oh, here we go.
Cabooses.
Caboose.
Cabooses.
It's caboose. We all know the answer. You can call it whatever you want, but we all know what it is.
It's John. He renamed it to John.
I renamed it to John. Hey, John! Turn on my lights!
Oh, no. John's counting.
So are you guys, in regards to either your layout or your YouTube channel, are you guys planning on doing anything or heading in a certain direction for 2023?
Oh, I could easily answer that question. That would be me
Go ahead,
finishing
Jason.
up this turnout build that I've been working on for the past couple of weeks.
Well, that shouldn't be too bad.
No.
Ray, how about you? Plans for
I want to
2023?
get that. Yeah, I'm going to get that bridge scene straightened out and get some more scenery work done, and then hopefully maybe by the end of this year, getting the at least getting the interurban running to where it goes. At least you have the 2 trolleys going back and forth, but I don't think I'm going to get that far.
John, how about you, bud?
I'll be happy if I get trains running
Okay.
on at least one of these layouts.
Okay. Are we looking at finishing that diorama, or are we still going to be here next year doing the same?
Well, my next STS is next year, so I guess we're doing it next year.
Just a ballpark. How many steps do we have left on that?
Oh, probably about 3 or 4.
Hey, at least Rick picked the right sport. Ballpark, ump.
Hey, yeah, you know.
Whoa,
Good job, Ump. Heath, what about you?
I am going to attempt to get into operations. But this is my last little project. I'm so excited about it that it actually works. Oh.
Nice.
So that took me about, way too long. Now that you made me big, I got to do it again, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's cool.
That's great.
So now it's got power.
Very
Now
cool.
it doesn't have power.
So
Nice.
the read sensor that I'm setting off manually right now is actually going to be set off based on the position of the peninsula. So when the peninsula goes up, it'll automatically lower. When the peninsula goes down, it'll automatically go up. So hopefully I shouldn't launch any trains onto the floor in
And is that
2023.
Is that a tortoise switch underneath of that, or?
It's actually the DCC Concepts Cobalt IP analog. So the IP analog version is a stall motor, but they've got circuitry in it that when it reaches the end, it actually stops driving the stall motor.
Nice.
Split Rock had a real good question for Heath.
Uh-oh.
It was actually to both me and you.
Oh, okay. Well, Jason, technically, didn't you get an AP certificate?
Yes, but it doesn't go towards the MMR.
So my division is pushing me pretty hard to get the author one. by doing several clinics, both at my local division and my division's hosting the regional this year. So they're trying to get me to do stuff for that as well. So I don't know.
See, I'm working on one that's going to take me at most 5 years.
What?
And that's it's the Association Volunteer. And it's a certificate that I don't do anything. As long as I'm registered as an NMRA member, I'm registered with the Boy Scouts of America as a merit badge counselor to the Railroading Merit Badge. I get 1 credit for every month, whether I help a scout or I do not help a scout.
But like you can easily get electrical and or civil right now.
Yeah, now I'm still working on those right now, and that's why I'm doing these the turnout builds for civil. But as far as the association volunteer goes, if I do end up helping a scout earn that merit badge, then I do get another credit on it, but you have to have 60 credits. So with that one there, I'm working on that one, which is just kind of on the side. So like I said, at most 5 years on that one. If I do help scouts that do contact me, want me to help them with that merit badge, then that will knock my time down. Let's see. I'm working currently on civil, electrical. Once I get the layout built, I will do chief dispatch, because everything that I'm incorporating on the layout will also make it to where not just I can earn chief dispatcher, but anybody could earn it. And then
can you earn chief dispatcher on your own layout?
Yes, you can.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
As long as you serve the time, it's 50 total hours, and you have to do 10 hours for 5 different positions. As long as you do the time and it's documented, you've got witness signatures and stuff like that. Yeah, it all counts.
So I need 10 positions on my layout. I don't have 10 positions on my layout. I have 2.
No, it's 5 different. So the 5 different positions. It's not 10 positions.
2 positions.
So anyway, go ahead.
The other ones I plan on working on is master builder cars, scenery, and the buildings under setting. So those are the ones that I'm working on.
We all are, George.
Yeah, we don't know who's causing the echo. And 3 of us are having computer
I didn't hear an echo.
So
oh, then it's Ray. If he doesn't hear the echo, you know it's him.
Yep. I hear. John, do you hear an echo?
I do hear an echo.
Rick, do you hear an echo?
Mute yourself.
Yeah, I hear it.
See if the echo goes away. I don't know if he's muted himself.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, and the echo's gone.
The echo's gone.
The echo's gone. So whoever just muted themselves, they're the problem child. Look at Ray's face.
All right. Well,
hey, Ray, what happened to your lights? Your lights stopped blinking. I think the lights
I turned them off.
I think the lights are off inside.
It looks like it's like it's calling SOS.
Oh, there you go.
You want to send up a flare or something?
So as far as the 5 different positions that you have to serve 10 hours on, you have to be an engineer. So engineer would be either driving a train straight through the layout or doing road switching. You have to have 10 hours as the yard master, the one who's braking and building trains in a classification yard. You have to have 10 hours as what's called a hostler. And the hostler is the person who takes locomotives from the engine facilities to a newly built train in a yard for an engineer to take over, or when a train comes into the yard to be broken up, the hostler will also take those locomotives back to the engine facilities to be, service, refuel, sanding, yada, yada, yada. The other two positions is one, I can't remember the name of it, but I think Split Rock could probably tell us what that position is. And it's the person who builds all the switch lists and stuff. And then the last position is dispatcher, who just sits at the computer, routes all the trains through the layout.
So I could get several of those on other people's layouts, and then the ones I can't get on other people's layouts, I'll get on my layout.
Exactly. So it can be on your layout, another person's layout, or a club layout.
Because nobody in their right mind is going to let me dispatch somebody else's layout.
I would not let you dispatch my layout.
Just to let you know, I'll be doing none of that.
You'll be what, Rick?
I'll be doing none of that. None of that.
So I looked up to see how many MMRs are actually out there, and there's right now 725 ever in existence.
Yeah.
Which is not a lot when you think about how many people do model railroading.
I looked up how many MMRs and certificate holders are in my division, and I'm in the New York City division. You'd think there's millions of people here. It was a short list. Very shocked how short
my
it was.
My division has 0. My state has 0.
0 MMR or 0 AP certificate holders?
MMRs.
Wow. You know, are there any certificate holders?
Less than 10.
Wow.
Within my whole state. But out of the 725 MMRs that are out there, about 150 to 200 of them are deceased. So when you really think about how many active MMRs are out there, that number got even lower.
Yep.
So, and I found Split Rock on the list. There's not even 100 MMRs after him. Now, I wish the NMRA's website would list what, either what division or what region the MMRs on that list or, where they're from, because that would be like really cool to see. But all it is just a list.
Yeah, on my division, if you go to their website, they post publicly who's got the AP certs and whatnot. Which I don't know if they're supposed to or not, but they do.
I know as far as my division, which is the Little Rock division, Arkansas has 3 divisions. The North Arkansas and South Arkansas divisions do not have any NMRA members. The Little Rock division has like 15 to 20 on the books, but only 8 or 9 are active.
Wait, there's a division that exists with no members?
Yeah.
Why does it exist?
Yeah.
Beats me.
I wonder if I keep wanting to make up a city division for New York City.
New York City. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
Ray wants some pace. Yep, the echoing is back because it's Ray.
At least we know who the problem child is.
Which I don't get. Which I don't understand. Because I haven't changed anything.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe
see,
that's the
so
problem.
my region does have an AP director, but my division does not. The only position that right now is filled within our division is our division director. That's it.
Yeah, I don't have an OnlyFans. It doesn't exist. My region's actually really good. There's a lot of people in my region. I mean, I'm in the Northeast region, so I mean, it makes sense. There's a lot of people in it, but yeah. Keith, your AP will have a number, and that will be the latest certificate from your region. Oh, that'll be interesting. I'm still not so. Not to get into too much drama on Ray's channel, but so I submitted my stuff. It may or may not have been accepted by the region chair, and the division chair may or may not be upset that I sent it to the region chair without going through him. But I finally got my division chair to email me, and I emailed him back, and he hasn't responded, so I don't know that he's got my reply. So I don't know if my AP certificate's been accepted or not. I'm still kind of unclear what's happening.
Only real fans.
Only rail fans? That'd be cool. That'd be a cool site to start. But yeah.
Is the echo still there?
Nope. It stopped.
No, whatever you did, fixed it.
No,
No,
it's
what
still
the
there.
heck I did.
No, it's still there.
No.
I hear it.
I don't know what I did.
We don't know either.
Is it still there?
Testing 1 2. Test 1 2.
1 2
No.
3 3 2 1.
Seems to have cleared up now.
Yeah, I don't hear it now.
Isn't John supposed to be counting?
Why does it? It only happens when Jason talks.
Talk,
That's
Jason.
weird.
No, I hear it when I talk too.
Yeah, I hear it on Heath.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I hear Heath as well. But when John talks, I don't hear it.
Oh, the printer's been off.
What's it got to do with the printer?
I have no idea.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Who knows? I got an earbud in.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, I mean, I got the headphones on, so it doesn't, I don't hear an echo. Echo, echo, echo.
So he's the only one working on speakers.
Yeah, but I don't have an echo.
But you do when you
But
talk.
I hear Heath's echo.
Correct. But Ray doesn't hear the echo because he's the one echoing.
Right.
So does anybody else have their cell phone like with the live stream on while they're watching it? Just asking.
Not me.
I do not.
Nope.
Okay.
Not my phone.
Well, I don't have the stream on here. My phone's off, so it's been off.
Yeah. I don't even have YouTube up, so.
So who's got too many fast track jigs? I've only got 2 jigs.
Yeah,
As if the echo is the biggest issue with this show.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I like it. Good answer.
If y'all think this is bad, go all the way back to the beginning.
Oh man.
Yeah, Jason, I'll be really interested when I get my layout back up and running to see. Maybe I'll get into the hand laid track and turnouts and stuff. We'll see.
Do you have a track plan finalized, Rick?
Nope. Still in the works.
Hey, I will tell you this. Now that I'm doing the hand laid track, there's so many more options.
Oh, sure.
I probably wouldn't go like White River Line Drew and hand lay everything, but yep, no ball yanking. And she wouldn't yank; she would just grab the whole beard and go.
Oh man.
2 years. This is our third Christmas.
2 years.
Third Christmas show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got the first Christmas show under our belt pretty quick.
Yeah, the first one
that was
hurting the next day.
Yeah.
Yes, we were.
Yeah, but the first Christmas show was the one that went for 3 hours.
Yeah. Well, we're pushing that one now.
This is like 2.5.
Yeah, we're at 2.5. Didn't we hit 3 hours?
Yeah, that one there was. Yeah. And not only that, but that show was the one that got derailed. That one there was the show that got derailed before it even got on the air.
Yep. Yep.
Because I was supposed to get a box that didn't show up until, a month later?
Yep.
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 Oh, man.
But it did get there eventually.
Yeah, it did. Yes, it is. It's on Jason. That's on their Jason's channel, Split Rock. In fact, the last two were on Jason's channel. This one, we decided to switch things up a little bit.
That's the Christmas shows. The first STS.
Yes.
The first STS was that my show?
Okay, so
it depends.
last year's show went 2 hours and 45 minutes. Because I'm looking at it right now.
Split Rock, it really depends on what you want to call the first.
Yeah.
The first STS.
First group show.
The first group show would have been in September of 20.
Did we do a group in September of 20?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, because I was going between you guys and Rick and JD because we were in the process of doing the build crew. Yep. The first time around.
Build crew ended in
here
September, and you guys started that September. Yeah.
Yeah, we started.
I knew we started in September, but I don't think we ever. All four of us were together.
It wasn't a group show.
No, there wasn't a group show.
Ray did an intro for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, but we didn't actually do a real full group show until December because I'm trying to think back to that. You know what? I'd have to go through my videos now because I thought that night that we did the bridge no, actually that was the reveal show that we had everybody
the reveal show. We were all on there, JD included. Yeah. Because half the show was all about the bridge reveal, and then the intro to STS. So that was
because we had the contest. We had the contest for STS. I forgot what that contest. Here, go ahead.
Thomas, the first time it was called STS was actually on Ray's channel when it was just Ray doing it once a month. He was calling it Sidetrack Sunday. So when we got the group together, we just kept the name.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Split Rock. Go ahead.
well, and see, because I started streaming like July, August in that area, and I would stream, and I made the comment that I did not want to stream the same week that Ray was streaming. And when I made that comment, John emailed me, got with Ray as well about, starting it as a group. And then, of course, we were like, well, who's going to be number 4? I mentioned Heath. We added Heath in there. And then we were kind of like, well, 5th Sundays, we could just let random people do it. Rick actually ended up being the first culprit for the 5th Sunday.
And then just like feeding a stray dog, he wouldn't leave.
Yeah. Yep. So we adopted him. So.
All right, we can all leave. John got his one zinger in. We can all go home. 3 years in a row, it's been me.
Split Rock, I cannot neither confirm nor deny that there will be a build crew in 2023.
I can confirm there will not be one in 2022.
Yeah. Well, actually, Rick, if you really want to get to it, there wasn't one in 2021. It went into 2022.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So Ron Moen is asking if the STS Christmas show in 23 will be on Christmas Eve of next year.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Next year,
Yeah.
Too many things going on. It would have to be the week before.
Yeah.
Again.
And that's kind of how we've always done it. We've always done it the week before Christmas.
Yeah.
And I think that's good because, some of us, we have family, things to do and whatnot. And one of the reasons why, Ray's not able to host next week, but I'm able to host. So that's why we swapped.
Yep.
So for Christmas or for the holiday show next year, it'll be on the 3rd week. Right here.
That's if he doesn't take out his mic first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Rick's been playing the long game for 3 years now, waiting for this moment.
I am very interested to see what we do for a 5th host now if Jason's not available. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, well, we Rick and I have been talking to. I'm not going to go there.
We have ideas.
Split Rock wants to know if the New Year's Day show will have resolutions.
Well, if there is a New Year's Day show,
1080i, 720p.
You stole it from me, Ray. I was going there.
So here's the thing: if there is a New Year's Day show, it will be on that guy's channel, and he can count them all for us. And then he can keep track of how many we actually upheld and how many that we actually failed. So,
well, that should be easy. Because nobody's going to keep the resolutions.
Yep.
Nope.
I do that now, Kyle.
What are you talking about? What do you mean? I don't know.
Hide from the tree farm.
Oh no. Oh. Anyway.
So, John, is your New Year's resolution going to be get that diorama finished?
Actually, to get the diorama finished, get trains running on both the HO and the N scale.
Well, one of them might happen.
I'm real close to having trains running on the N scale. There's still a possibility by Christmas.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
You know what we ought to do? I've got an idea. what we ought to do is each of us goes ahead and puts down our top 3 things that we want to get done by the end of the year. We put it into an envelope and we seal it, but we all tell each other what it is, what's in the envelope. And that way, when we get to next year's Christmas show, we actually see how many of those goals we actually hit.
By the end of this year or next year?
By the end of next year, by the end of 2023, by the next Christmas show.
Oh, I missed all of my goals for this year. Like, not even close. Not even close.
I don't think
I didn't even set goals.
I had goals for this year.
It certainly wasn't tearing down the layout, was it there, Rick?
No.
Hey, Rick, don't feel bad. I'm actually kind of close to that because I've been tearing track out.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least you got bench
torn
work.
Down one layout.
Yeah, I've already tore one down.
He ain't wrong. Oh boy.
We got some good ideas though. We were lucky enough that people chipped in and gave John and I some ideas. There were some layouts that were submitted, and we like a lot of the ideas that we got. We just want to put our own spin on it. It wouldn't seem right to John and I to just grab someone else's layout and start building it. We've got to put our own twist on
absolutely.
it. We've got a lot of great ideas. We just got to put them on our own track plan and look at the room in a different way. The problem is the way the room is structured. There's not really much that you can do in that room without putting things in the same place. So we got to look at it differently and put some of those ideas on paper and get it going. And
I can vouch for Rick on that one because I actually submitted a design plan for Rick, and that is one of the most difficult spaces I have ever.
It really is. It really is. It really is.
So I feel for you, buddy, on that one.
Yeah, and actually, there's several of the ideas that are coming off of your track plan that I absolutely loved, and I showed them to John and said, this it just makes sense. It makes sense. Why we wouldn't do it any other way. So you'll hopefully see it. But I told John, don't worry about it. We'll get on it the first of the year. I also have to get with Jerry because my layout's been sitting in his shop for over a year, and I don't know. Me personally, I'm finding it hard to get there to actually work on it. It's not a matter of material or supplies or anything. It's just Jerry runs his business out of that place, and I've got a family that I've got to attend to, and just our schedules linking up has been the only issue. But I recently spoke to Jerry, and since I have all this extra room now back here, this empty space, I'm going to see if I can get Jerry to bring the layout up here, and maybe we'll put it on a set of sawhorses and do some filming from here, and then get the coffee table set up because I'm still sitting in a corner. And yeah, that's my goal for 2023. I want the coffee table. The big layout can wait. That's going to take years to build anyway. But I want that coffee table built by Christmas 2023. That's my goal.
That'd be a really cool piece.
Yeah. And like I said to Rick when we were up at the restaurant, I says that the reality is because it's such an odd, huh?
Are you referring to the death trap?
Because it's such an odd space. I mean, it literally with the last house that I was in. I mean, I went through 40 some odd plans before I finally came up with something that I thought would work. I said, now the thing is, because you've got such an odd space, it might be easier to actually come up with the bench work plan than to come up with a track plan. In other words, be able to get the bench work to fit in the room first and then come back and figure out where the tracks are going to fit. And that's kind of what I did with this one when I built it. It was the same thing. I got the layout in. I kind of had an idea as to what I wanted. But until I actually put it together, I had no idea where the tracks were actually going to end up. And if I was going to be able to do the, in fact, where the bridge scene sits, that's completely different than what it was supposed to be. Literally the backdrop was, the backdrop was supposed to go down the center of that. And so it just didn't come out that way.
Well, that's how I built my first.
That's how I always do my designs. I always work.
Yeah, I guess you're gonna have to go ahead, John.
That's how I built my first layout and the HO layout is fill the room with the bench work first, and then get the track work to run on the bench work. What I have to work with.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, that's kind of what we did on this layout. Is we basically filled the room with as much bench work as we could, but then slowly realized that the turns were so severe to get from one side to the other. Everything was just too tight. It was way too tight, and I think my ambitions were also a little too high. As you guys heard me mention before, I just wanted to run trains, and so there was a lot of track. There were 3 main lines. There were no sidings. There was no industry. When we went into this thing, we just wanted to see trains run, and it took me a long time to realize that we did that. That's exactly what we completed. If I had to put a goal on that layout, I would actually have to say that layout was finished. It served the purpose of what it was built for. We wanted to run trains, and we did that, and we had a great time doing it. And now it's time to do something different. And it ate at me for a long time to have to thought of tearing that down because, it was the first thing that we built. But again, it took me a long time to realize that the concept of that layout was complete. There was nothing more there is more that we could have done as far as scenery and buildings and things like that in a minimal space because it was all taken up by track. But the ultimate goal was already complete. So the fact that we had to tear it down in reality was not that big of a deal. But being the first layout that we built and knowing that how much more we wanted to do with it is what made it hard on me to take it down. But eventually that's the reality. And I just can't wait to get started on the next one. It has to wait till the new year.
Yep.
So I think what we're going to do and what it comes down to now is I'm thankful that I had the layout because I was able to learn from the mistakes that we made. And in the moments in the time period when John wasn't here working on it, it gave me the opportunity to learn new skills. Now I know how to model with buildings, and I know how to paint things, and I know how to put on decals, not on passenger cars, but on buildings. But I've learned all these skills now, and I'm having so much fun with it. And now I want to get those incorporated into my layout, but there was no way to incorporate those into that layout. So it just came time to make a decision. Do you want to do this, or do you want to continue with what you have? And there was no way that I could merge them together. So it had to go.
All right, Thomas Crossy, take care, bud. I will respond to your email probably tomorrow.
Night, Thomas. Have a good one. Happy holidays.
So I wrote it in the chat, but I'll say it out loud. I think you got to start with story. I don't think you can start with bench work. If you don't know what your story is, I don't think any of it's going to matter. And then I think you take your story, you evaluate your space, and you say, okay, what is my possible bench work that I can get in here relating to my story? Then you do your layout, your track plan. Then you come back and say, okay, this is the bench work ideas I'm going to go with. But I don't think you build your bench work.
But I'd have to agree with you.
What?
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I have to agree with you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You know,
I
and
mean, there are tons of ways to build a layout. No one way is more right than the other. You do with what fits for your space and what your abilities are. But you know, I did it one way. I knew nothing about trains, and that's what I built. And like I said, it served its purpose, and it was right for the time. It was right for the area, and now I need to shift my thinking into I need space to put these buildings that I'm making. You know, you guys all have your own building, and I want those to be seen on on my layout, and I couldn't do that back there. So now I have to build that story, and I have to put those buildings in place, and they have to have a home before I can start laying track. And in order to start laying track, I have to have the bench work, but the bench work has to be in place with the story. So I would have to agree with Heath that you've got to have a story and a layout and the design of where things have to go before you can start building the earth under it.
Well, in both of my layouts, the story was written. I was modeling the area that I grew up in.
But
So
you chose the area, though. Like the story was deciding what your prototype was.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
And you know, Heath, I definitely agree with that because, like, you know, when I'm doing my designs, whether it's for myself or for my clients or friends, whoever, I'm asking tons of questions. What do you want? And when I ask that, what do you want question, that's kind of where their story comes from. Do you want to lay out just for rail fanning? Or are you wanting operations? Do you want a specific time period? Is there a specific setting? You know, things to that nature is what, or they're all small pieces of the story that you're trying to build. You know, scale, not necessarily. Because scale just happens to be the size related to the story that you're building. But, you know, do you want to be in transition area? Do you want to be just straight steam, modern? You know, where are we located? Are we going to be out in, like Appalachia, where it's very hilly, but with lots of, deciduous trees and pine trees? Or are we going to kind of go out more west where it's more deserty? You might have some cactus, some hills out in the area as well. And, based on the scenery, based on what type of buildings, what type of industries, what type of route that you're wanting, are you going to be specific to a certain railroad, or is it just any railroad? You know, that all paints that story. So,
Right.
yeah, I definitely agree. You have to figure out, what do you really want first? Prioritize that list of what you want first. And then, like you said, evaluate your space, figure out what kind of bench work you can put in the area. And then once you get your bench work figured out, then you start laying track or designing your track to go on top of that bench work. So, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's there was always the premise on this layout. It was going to be East Coast. It was obviously going to be HO scale. And it was going to be, well, at the time, it was going to be completely freelanced. And then I learned through YouTube and, of course, the Dream Plan Build series from Model Railroader about Proto-Lance, where you're doing some prototypical stuff and then you're doing some freelance stuff all in the same thing. And to be honest, the layouts that I had before this one were exactly what Rick talked about. They were railfan. You know, you came down, you watched trains go around in circles 4 or 5 laps. By that time, you were done, and everybody left. You know, when I found out about operation, that's when things changed. And I still wanted 3 main lines on this thing, but I realized with the way that this thing was getting built, there was just no way that I could have mimicked what would have been the Chesapeake in Ohio with their 3-track main. But you know, it's I this monster has actually taught me quite a bit already, and I'm sure it's going to teach me a lot more before it's ever even 50% complete. And that is, you know, you can get what you want, but you can get what you want, but you've really got to plan it out to get there and be willing to make a change midstream, because what you think you can do and the reality are 2 different things. Like I said, I've already had to make that change where White Hill, where the bridge scene is, to where the backdrop was supposed to go down dead center. There was, with all the buildings and everything else, like you were talking about, Rick, there was just no way that I could do that way. I had to have some place to put buildings. So, you know, the drop got moved to the backside, and, you know, I ended up with an extra 6 or 8 inches. Yeah, it just, like I said, you can come up with all the plans that you want. Until you actually start putting it together, you're going to find that, you know what, that's not going to work. I need to make a change. But you got to be willing to do that. You know, you got to be able to go, you know what, I need to step back and redo this before I get too far and have to take the chainsaw to it again.
Oh, right. And you know, the thing about a track plan is all it is a guide. That doesn't mean it's official. It's just
Oh
yeah. And then, I mean, look at me. How many changes have I made since I did my original train video over a year ago? And there's still going to be some more changes, because now that I'm starting to do hand build turnouts, I'm going to alter my track plan just a little bit more to better flow, you know, with the operations and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know Ron Montag said something about, the build series was a great series. Of course, I haven't actually subscribed to Model Railroader now in probably 10 years, because I just wasn't, at the time, I wasn't getting anything out of it. I'm actually getting more from the community here than not that I wasn't getting anything from the DPB. It was the magazine that I wasn't getting much out of. So, unfortunately, but, you know, like I said, I get more out of this community than I ever got out of that magazine.
And so, Heath, that's a great point.
That's just a personal thing.
I agree, Ray. I agree. There's just so much more information here through YouTube than you're going to find in a magazine. The magazine is static. Once the information is there, it doesn't change. Here on YouTube, you find it, a different story everywhere you go. But I like Heath's comment. I'm nervous to start operations because I know I want to make changes. And that was one of the issues that we had back here. Bernard had actually made a comment earlier that he built his layout based on the passenger service and the locomotives that he had. The issue that I ran into is I kept buying things, and those things weren't working on the layout that I currently had. I bought bigger locomotives. I bought longer cars, and they weren't working. So we wound up building this layout. As Heath said, he's going to do operations and then want to make changes. We started making changes, and those changes weren't working for the things that we were moving forward to. And that's what sparked pulling the whole thing down. So I think for the next layout, it's going to be less track and more scenery, more buildings, more. I want people to be able to look at the layout and not just look at the trains. And the trains are just a part of it, even though that's what it's built for.
Right.
Well, sometimes they do say less is more.
It's true.
Mhm.
That's true.
I love John Farrington's new layout. His industries are huge, but he has very few industries, and it's just very well. He's not trying to cram a whole lot of stuff in, and it's really pretty neat seeing it come together. But yeah,
David, I actually have one of those, and it used to be above the layout. If you go back to the 2014-15, before actually up to 2019 before I moved, there is a Goodyear blimp that sat over top of Beauville. It was actually sitting on fishing line over top of that was strung from the rafters, and it actually sat on fishing line over top of the city.
Nice.
It's an old Revell. I think it was a Revell thing, but yeah, and you're right, Ron. I've learned an awful lot from the other four guys that are up here beside me, and a lot more from the other folks within the community. There's no question. There's no question.
no doubt.
YouTube is where I learned about
Yeah.
operations. Both of the hobby shops here in my area, they're all about rail fanning.
Yeah.
Hey, that's great. If you're into that, you're into that. For me personally, I started finding it boring. I mean, I built this layout, built that layout, and I'm like, okay, I'm already getting bored with watching a train go in a circle. So I started building a bigger layout. Okay, now I'm getting bored watching the train go in circle. And I kept thinking bigger and bigger and bigger was going to fix my issue of getting bored. And then it was finally that I decided to come to YouTube, and I found a few different channels, and started learning about operations, and that it's more about the movement of the train instead of watching a train go by. And so that's, YouTube's what sparked my interest, and it's part of the reason why I'm here.
Yeah. There's no doubt that being a part of this community has definitely made working on that thing a heck of a lot more fun. And when there comes a time that just like with the bridge scene, and I know JD, and I know he left there already, but I know he had said something. Obviously we've all talked about this numerous times. It's your railroad, do what you want. But even he mentioned, and I think Rick would agree with this, those Central Valley Model Works bridges are very fragile once they're put together. Not so much the base where the track is. That's solid. It's the superstructure over top. And, the more and more I thought about it, I'm like, I cannot have that bridge right up against the edge of the layout. Somebody's going to knock into it. Something's going to happen. It's not a good spot. So that's why I'm going to move it behind the Bachman and Lifelike bridges that are now in front. I've got a lot of work to do over there, but it just, to me, it made more sense to move it now than get everything done around it and go, crap, I should have moved it to the back. I should have moved it back a little further. But,
I'm right there. I'm right there with you, Ray. I wanted my bridge to kind of be the center of the layout. What you saw when you walked into that room, and there were just so many times where I had to take it out or move it or do something with it because I had to do work there or whatever the case may be. And I had the same thought. I'm like, this can't be here. This has to go somewhere else. And when I was looking over the plans that I got from everyone else, I liked Jason's idea of where to put that bridge the best, and I think that's probably where it's going to fit. So when we do finally get that around, John and I get one finalized, you'll probably see that on the new layout plan. So,
and that's part of the story, Rick.
Yeah. And I also want to incorporate things into my layout. Like, the stories that I gave you guys buildings, like, for example, Heath's building, how, it got put out of business by the UPS store. So I got to have his building next to the UPS store, which has to be not far from the UPS plant that we've got built. And I want like connections and roads that go over to, Beauville and Newtown, and, a road or an abandoned track that has a sign on it that says that it's going up to the and, all the other different, your layout, and up to the river transfer, and, even like, I'd like to incorporate something where a train goes down to Florida to visit, Nisi's layout, and, all that stuff I want to get incorporated, but the story has to happen first, like Heath said, and then it has to build from there.
Yeah, there's some comments going by in the chat. One of them from Dwight Curley saying, like, if Heath had more space, it'd be interesting to see what he came up with. And I feel like what I'm really learning is that if I had more space, I would do exactly the same setup I have here. Like, I'd kind of have two industrial areas. I'd have a staging yard, I'd have a main yard, and I'd have a car float, but everything would be spread out further. And I'd have like longer industry tracks and longer sort of stuff, but I don't know that I'd necessarily have more stuff. Like, I feel like this layout tells the story, and I don't know that the story would change if I had more space.
So one of the things that I wanted to do on my layout is what Randall Ellison just mentioned, and that would be putting in a hump yard.
Yeah.
But what I do know is if you're going to put in a hump yard, if you're HO scale, you need 30 straight feet. You need to be like in a room that's 30 feet long or 30 feet wide, and that will allow you to put in a small hump yard. In scale, you could get away with a 15-foot room. I think it'd be, I don't know if it'd be easier or harder with in scale, but yeah, I would love to have a hump yard on a layout, but you just got to have
everything's harder with N scale.
Yeah. Okay, so everything is harder with N scale, so there you go. But I have seen some people put in hump yards, but their hill is too steep. And then they're trying to figure out, like, well, how to slow the cars down and whatnot. You really don't need that much of a hill. If you got good wheels and good trucks on your cars, you really don't need that much of a hill to be able to push, a car over. You just have to have, like, maybe an electromag to where it will disconnect the couplers, if you're using Katie or micro drains. So, but yeah, hump yard would be really fun.
Yes, yeah. I would like to have a hump yard just to have a hump yard, but I would never use the hump yard for what it really is made for, and that's part of my problem.
He'd have a do not hump yard. 30 feet, huh?
I'd have a lot of broken cars.
Ray's planning it out. He's like, okay, if I get rid of the daughter, I've got 30 feet between the end of the layout.
The thing of it is, I think I've actually got the room to do it.
Well, yeah, there you go. Look at what Split Rock just said.
Yeah.
30 feet. Yeah, I can imagine. No, I would never. I was just humored. If someone had to go there, of course. Come on, Dave. Really? Hey, Gus, don't talk about me like that. Only kidding.
Well, guys, I don't know if you realize, but we have hit the 3-hour mark. Yay!
Woo-hoo!
I need to go to the bathroom and come back, or head out of here for good.
Yeah, none of us have peed in 3 hours.
How do you know?
Whoop. Do any of you guys know? Are there any operating hump yards in model railroading? Anybody know of any good
Split Rock
channel that
just said
has
he
one?
operated on one on Saturday.
Yes, Arthur Houston 3. I don't know if he's making videos anymore, but I want to say his club layout has a small hump yard.
Okay.
I know somebody that had a rotary. I know there was a railroad down, a model railroad near here. It was a club layout that had a rotary coal dump that used the guy that the guy that designed it was actually a doctor, so he had an extra surgical tube, and actually used an air compressor or an air pump that you would get from like a fish tank, and that's what they used to power the rotary, and also used to dampen the cars after, because what it would do is it would release and it would actually switch back to get down to street level where the car would get taken away. But he actually used, like I said, they actually used air pumps to slow the cars down coming down that thing. Because, like I said, I mean, yeah, I can see where you get an empty car running a gain abandon on a 15-degree incline. Yeah, it's going to be brutal in the car with it hits something.
Yeah, so Tim 3P68 mentioned Josh Clark has a rotary dumper on his layout, and his rotary dumper's actually at a slight angle, so it kind of theoretically would be like a hump in a way. I do know there is a guy who scratch built, I think it's an ore loader, but basically when the car comes in, it pushes the next car out. It goes down, hits this ramp up, and then it goes down and takes the alternating track.
Mm-hmm.
And then it continues and slams into another car too. So,
yeah, that was the Chesapeake and Allegheny, which was actually in the former one of the former stations for the Baltimore and Annapolis Railroad. But they had that rotary coal, which I was always found. I'm like, I want to build something like that. I'm like, yeah. After I looked, I'm like, yeah, it ain't no way.
well, and see, that was actually going to be incorporated in my track plan, and for the bottom level, and I took it out because I was going to put in a power plant, and I decided not to. Who's Josh? Is somebody here named Josh? I think Russ has got my name mixed up.
Yeah, I think he's referring to you, Mr. Jason.
Yeah.
They're ornaments. But yeah, the guy that the YouTube channel Tim is talking about is NS Mall 24. So he's got a rotary dumper, and it dumps the coal into a funnel, and under for the bottom level, and the funnel goes into a coal chute from his coal mine. So as he's dumping coal from the top level, he can refill empties on the bottom level and send it back up.
Nice.
So I wasn't going to go anything that far. Mine was just going to be on the bottom level because where I'm modeling, there is no coal. So
yeah, I think what the Chesapeake and Allegheny did with theirs was they just had a bucket. It was literally just a ship. That's where it emptied, and they would just take the bucket and take it back to the north end or the other end of the layout, and then just refill the coal tipple with it, and go from there. I'll have to see if I can find some video on that. It was really neat.
Russ, I was just messing with you, buddy.
Train fan. That's kind of what I've got going on here. Is I've got coal coming from the north that goes to the south at just a run through. When it gets down to the south side, the cars get unloaded, and then eventually, when the schedule hits, you'll see that train go back north, but it'll be empty. So everything is happening in the way that we like to put it, I guess, off stage. But you've got full loads going south, full coal loads going south, and then empties going back north. That's how that one works. That's one of the two unit trains that I have. The other one being the chemical train. But yeah, I mean, it's the rest of the cars. It's a mix as to whether they're, you know, empties or empty or full. Take it easy, John.
Speaking of which, guys, I got an early morning tomorrow, so I'm going to be heading out of here.
Yeah, I still got to take out the
me
trash.
Well, it was a fun show, guys.
Okay, I'm ready to go for another 3 hours. I'm good.
He just ran to the bathroom.
So while the other four of us leave, Heath will be your entertainment for the next 3 hours.
That is correct.
Good night, guys. Have a good one, everybody in chat. Thanks for being here. Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next year.
See you guys later.
Merry Christmas, John.
Take it
Happy
easy,
New Year,
John.
Take care, guys.
Are we all leaving or just John leaving?
I think just John at the moment. Well, I'm not gonna be too far behind. Like I said, I'm still gonna take out the garbage.
Yeah.
Well, before anybody else leaves, let me take the opportunity to say, Jason, thank you for all of the Sunday nights spent with you, learning things, and definitely I've learned things. I've learned things from you, and being on your channel and being able to host with you has been fun over the last 2 years. And you are always welcome to fill in my spot over at the Fultz Bailey Railroad anytime you'd like.
I appreciate that, Rick.
Yeah.
Agreed. Jason and I have definitely had some spirited conversations. With the track. But we all know, ESU, at the end of the day, what the, but yeah, no, it's been great. I've learned a lot through the last couple of years of STS. I've definitely learned a lot. So yeah, it's been good.
Hey, I'm still learning.
Yeah. I was going to say, Jason, I have to echo exactly what Heath and Rick brought up. But yeah, I mean, the last couple of years have been a blast. I'm glad that you were a part of this, and you're always a part of it. Unfortunately, with your schedule change, life gets in the way, and, you have to take a step aside. And, but at any time that you're ready, willing, and able, the door is open, sir. You're more than welcome to pop in at any time. Anytime.
Well, guys, I appreciate it. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just not going to be in the rotation. Yeah. I mean, that's fine. It's just what it's going to be. So for those who are coming in late, my work schedule changed to where now instead of having to be at work at 8 o'clock in the mornings, I got to be at work at 6 in the morning. So which means I got to go to earlier than I used to. So.
Jason, it's not like in 2 weeks we'll forget who you are.
Yeah, absolutely. and by that time, Heath will actually get his manufacturers lined out.
Exactly.
So.
Oh man. Anywho,
but I think if y'all leave it to where the 5th Sundays, if it's one that I could do, I think y'all could get some really cool guests, to partake, and I think those out there who would be interested in being a guest would probably feel honored just to be a part of what we got going on.
Yeah.
So Lynn, I do work at a library. However, I am a behind the scenes guy, and I have 4 locations. And the whole point of them wanting me to go into work earlier is so that way I can do what repairs I need to do before it opens to the general public. So that's the whole basis of why I'm going in early.
Yep.
So,
All right. With that being said, I'm going to go upstairs where it's warm because it's quite nipply down there. But hey,
And I'm
look,
gonna
how you
go,
like my? Listen, for the first time in 20 years, I got a little bit of a six pack.
I still think there's a keg underneath it.
There could be. There could be. You never know. All right, gents.
man.
With that being said, happy holidays to everyone in chat. A Merry
Absolutely.
Christmas to the STS crew. And yeah, let's do it again next year.
Absolutely.
All right. Have a good night, guys. I'm going to
See you later.
See you later,
guys.
Take care.
Yeah,
Rick.
I'm also gonna follow Rick upstairs and get some wood.
What's that?
Wow.